Good morning, guys. Thought I'd give you a walk through the garden this morning. This is of course, the sunflower that's popping up around my cucumber vine. We have still tomatoes trying to bloom and make more tomatoes for us. These are my beautiful morning glories. I love them. Always so pretty. Look how pretty. Isn't that pretty? And we had a hard rain last night. Looks like the sunflowers are actually, some of them are falling over. But they're still pretty. What I did was I threw a bunch of different kinds of sunflower seeds together in this bed, so there's all manner of things. In fact, look at this one. It's kind of it's an orange sunflower. They haven't fully poked their heads out yet because it's early in the morning, but they're pretty. Look, see? And then this is my tomatoes and tomatilla bed. Those are little tomatillas right there. Those have a husk around them, so they should do really well. We've had trouble this year with vine borers ruining everything in terms of all the vining products, and then we're having trouble with stink bugs ruining my tomatoes. I'm doing zero spray, so I have sprayed no kind of pesticide this year, and I can tell these should be something called auric. I'm hoping that's what we're looking at, and not just weeds. Auric is it's like a spinach. It's actually a spinach substitute. That guy right there is another little one. Where'd he go? There. That's borage. Poking its head up. And over here, this is a squash, and the squash seems to be doing really well so far. It's a bush squash. It's scalloped. And down in between, that is a potting radish, which should be very interesting once it gets going. Some more tomatillas stuck in here. This is a beautiful plant. It looks much like a Japanese maple, but what it really is it's a perennial. It's a cranberry hibiscus, and it's edible. It's not delicious, but it's edible. This is a daylily. I've got daylilies planted throughout the garden now. Well, actually 3 of them, so not so many. This is a really cool plant that is also a perennial, but it's a citrus marigold, and if you were here, you could smell. It smells like citronella, but maybe better. And I've planted some tomatillas around it too, just to see how well it protects from bugs. And then we have some other kind of plants. I'm not sure what these are. Right there. But those guys right there, little babies, are cucumbers. And then on this side of the garden, we have more morning glories. And then in this bed, what I've done is I've got a whole bunch of stuff in here. These are, this plant right here is actually oregano. And we have a tomato stuck in here as well. I'm not sure how well he'll do. And then we've got some more flowers, and another flower over there. We've got some Swiss chard, and a cucumber vine. Yeah, so we'll see how things go. Over here, this is watermelon. It's kind of planted late in the season. It probably won't do all that well. And I just recently planted some, what they call sea kale, which is a perennial kale. This is going to be my kale bed. I got some great cuttings for tree collards. So the tree collards will get, like 6 feet tall. And we're going to put those in there as well. This is a cucumber vine. You can tell it's been beat up pretty badly from the bugs. The last I saw, there was a cucumber on it. There it is. It's kind of misshapen looking. But we're going to let it, and let's see what it does. Again, this is kind of an experiment. Instead of spraying, I've invited good bugs. This bed right here is kind of overrun pretty much on purpose because there's all kinds of plants and flowers in here that's supposed to bring in beneficial insects. This is actually bee balm. These are radishes, which I should probably just pull out. And there's some oregano, but see, I've let the radish go to seed on purpose so that it brings in beneficials. This is supposed to be my insectiary. This is a flower that's getting ready to bloom. I've got a pepper plant right over here. Got some peppers on it. Got another pepper plant right here. Got some baby peppers on it. So this should be interesting. And then I've just got this flower here. Again, the idea behind it is that it's supposed to bring in beneficial bugs so that I don't have to have poison in my garden. This is another morning glory, because again, I loves me some morning glories. Broccoli, a little chewed up. Parsley, some more squash plants, but these are the crook-necked squash. These are tomatillas down here. They're not doing as well as the other ones. I think this bed is undernourished, actually. This is the plants that are probably doing the best this year. I've had plenty of eggplant. It's delicious. I generally harvest it young and have done all kinds of things to it. I've also picked off quite a lot of peppers. Well, I say quite a lot. I've picked off some peppers. This is a cool plant. This is actually an Ichiban eggplant. And then, so this year so far, eggplants, okra, and peppers are what I've harvested. This is a radish. I said it before, it's a potting radish, which makes, instead of roots that you eat, it makes pods. And you eat the pod, and it tastes like radish. Pretty cool. Alright, so that's the garden. Here I'll give you a kind of a panorama so you can get an idea of how it looks. I have beds on that side. That's an unfinished bed. There's the gate, if you've ever been here. And then I've bordered the rest of the yard in those same beds. Those were the ones I had last year. And in the center of the garden, what I did was I put in this round garden bed. And then from there I've got these kind of like diamond beds. On the left hand, right in front of our window, I've got another bed, which will be the colorful auric, which are a rainbow looking vegetable that has reds and yellows and all kinds of cool stuff. And then you see I've got, I think there's 7 of these. 2, 4, 6, 7, yeah. There's 7 of these triangle beds. And the idea behind the sunflowers in the center is, again, bringing in good beneficials. And then over here I've got Thai basil. I've got a squash plant. I've got broccoli. I've got some sweet basil. And then over there I've got some baby peppers. And what I've done is, throughout the garden, I've started putting in these, it's a pot that I've sealed the bottom of. Right now it needs water in it, but it's been raining, so I haven't really played with it too much. But I put water in it. That way the plant always has water that it can take, and it's a really slow drip. And you can see, here's another little baby pepper. So these guys are doing real well. The plants that I've put these little pots next to seem to do real well because there's never a lack of moisture. And then The idea is I'm expanding these beds as I go. This is an herb bed. It's kind of overgrown, but it's got lots of herbs in it. There's thyme, rosemary, oregano, and mint. Spearmint, actually. So if you looked at the garden from this end, it looks like this. See? And that round blue thing over there is the round thing that has the light in it. That's actually where I've planted some seeds for pigeon peas. So by the end of the summer, I should have pigeon peas, borage, tomatillas, a lot of plants that are a lot more hardy than the traditional plants we've planted. And again, one of the reasons for that is this year I've sworn off all sprays because I'm trying to build up the beneficials in the yard and just create a healthy ecosystem. Alright guys, hope you've enjoyed it. Good morning.